So, part 9, artificial sweeteners and supplements of our book, What to Eat. So 3 leading artificial sweeteners are sucralose, which is Splenda, aspartame, which is Equal, and asulfame potassium, or asulfame K, or ACE K. Artificial sweeteners convert beverages to diet drinks. Sugar alcohols that you're going to see are maltitol, sorbitol, xylitol, which is the XY one, and other carbs ending in OL versus OSE are sugar alcohols and have no calories because you cannot easily digest them. The bacteria in your gut can, though. So even though your body can't, the bacteria in your gut can. And what's going to happen is it's going to cause a laxative effect if you eat too much of them. The FDA has approved artificial sweeteners because there is no compelling evidence that they cause harm at current levels of intake in adults. Many people with diabetes think that artificial sweeteners are the best because they don't raise blood sugar levels, because you can't digest them. But they are deceptive. If a food is sweet, it should be sweet because it contains sugar. Foods with artificial sugar fool you into thinking they have sugar when they don't, and may encourage you to think that if foods are not sweet, they are not edible. Moving on to supplements. Taking fat-soluble vitamins in amounts greater than those available from food can cause damage. They are not like water-soluble ones, which get excreted through urine. Instead, they are stored. Ingest too much of them, and they can build up to a harmful level. So, like, for example, vitamin D. A lot of us are D deficient. However, if you take too much, then you're going to have vitamin D toxicity, which is honestly worse than having a deficiency. I've had both, and it's not great. So you want to make sure you have the right amount for you, and your doctor can test that through a blood test to make sure that what you're taking, if you need it, is that you're taking the correct amount for yourself. In the summertime, you want to take less because we're out in the sun more. In the wintertime, you want to take a little bit more because we're not. That type of thing. But again, your doctor will tell you. Hopefully, if they don't, please ask them. Anyways, if you're like a majority of the adults in the U.S., you may already be taking supplements of one kind or another, maybe because you don't eat as healthy as you could all the time, or because you want to make sure you're supplying your body with all the nutrients you can and think some nutritional insurance is a good idea, or because you think they do you good. They're all valid reasons. In 1994, Congress passed the DSHEA, the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act, on the basis of 2 questionable assumptions: that supplements are basically harmless and that the makers are honest. The law doesn't require makers to demonstrate safety or efficacy of their products. Instead, it makes the FDA responsible for proving them harmful in court before doing anything about them. So please make sure that your supplements, you're doing your research on them. They can have structure function claims on them, which are claims that the product supports some body structure or function, basically, that appear the same as the FDA-approved health claims. All nutrients are needed to make your body work properly. You need every single one of them, and the best place to get them is from relatively unprocessed foods that still have their original vitamins, minerals, fiber, and phytonutrients and phytochemicals. Real foods are health foods. They don't need to be made functional to be good for you. They're functional kind of just the way they are. So really, if you feel like you need a vitamin, make sure that you are getting that vitamin or mineral from the foods that you can. If you're still deficient in that, that's when you add a supplement. If you are on like birth control or something like that, that's when you would add a supplement, because that does take away zinc, magnesium, B12. It kind of drains your body of those. So make sure that you're also being aware of what medications you're taking and if those are also going to potentially cause a vitamin or mineral deficiency in your body. If you have any questions on artificial sweeteners and supplements, feel free to drop a comment below.